Hello students. Now today we shall begin with the next topic, that is how do animals breathe. Now we all know that it's not only the human beings who do the process of respiration, but it's also the animals and the plants which undergo the process of respiration. So breathing in other animals. Now different animals possess different organs for the exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide. So the animals such as elephants, lions, cows, goats, frogs, lizards, snakes, birds have lungs in their chest cavities like humans for respiration. The smaller animals like cockroaches, earthworms, fishes, ants, and mosquitoes do not have lungs. Therefore, respiration in these animals takes place by other means. Let's see how the respiration takes place in the other animals other than the lungs. First, we shall see now this insect everyone knows. Yes, you are correct. This is cockroach. Now, insects like the cockroach, grasshopper, etc. have tiny holes on the sides of their body. And these holes these are also called as openings, and these openings are called as spiracles. Now, these spiracles on the body of the insects are connected to a network of thin air tubes called as trachea, which spreads into the whole body of the insect where the exchange of gases takes place. So here in this tracheal tubes, you can see here it's like a network of thin air tubes, and in this tracheal tubes, the exchange of gases takes place. So air rich in oxygen rushes through this spiracle, that is the opening, into the tracheal tube, which diffuses into the body tissues and reaches the every cell of the body. As we have seen in the lungs, as the air enter through the trachea into the lung, into the bronchi, and then it is divided into bronchioles, then the alveoli, right? And similarly here, as air enters into the body through spiracles, which are openings, and then the oxygen is transported through these tracheal tubes into the air sacs. So similarly, carbon dioxide from the cells enter into the tracheal tubes and moves out through the spiracle. Again, it is a network. So one way is for taking the oxygen, another way is to receive the carbon dioxide and expel it out again through the spiracles. Now the bloods in these animals do not contain hemoglobin and is not red in color. They cannot carry oxygen to all the parts of the body. Therefore, transport of air takes place through the spiracles in these organisms. Now, as cockroach and these animals like grasshopper, cockroach, they do not contain hemoglobin. The blood is not red in color. They are also said to be cold-blooded animals or insects. So they do not carry this oxygen to all the parts of the body, and therefore the transportation of the air takes place through the spiracles. Now, the tracheal system or spiracles are only seen in insects and not in any other group of animals. So this tracheal system is only seen in the cockroaches or in the insects, not in other animals. So here we finish with the cockroach. Next is, which is this insect? It is, yes, it is earthworm. So earthworm and leeches absorb the atmospheric oxygen through their moist and the slimy skin. If you can see the skin of the earthworm, it is moist and slimy because gases can easily pass through the moist and the slimy skin. What is the meaning of slimy? Slippery. Okay, yes. So it is moist and slimy, so gases can easily pass through this skin. They absorb the atmospheric oxygen through their moist skin and transport it through the blood to all the cells. So they absorb this atmospheric oxygen through their moist skin. So if you can see the skin here, so oxygen is absorbed by the skin, and then this oxygen is transported to all the body parts, and again this carbon dioxide is expelled out again from the skin. Okay, this is the respiration in earthworm. So earthworm also respire with the skin. Cockroach respire through their spiracles. Let's come to the third animal, that is frog. Now frog like human being possess a pair of lungs, but when they are in the water, they breathe through their moist and the slippery skin. So though frogs also have lungs, pair of lungs as like humans, but when they are in water, they use their skin to breathe. When they are on land, they breathe through their nostrils and a pair of lungs. So they can use both the lungs and the skin for breathing. So when they are in water, they use their skin, and when they are on the land, they use the pair of lungs to respire. So this is mouth cavity. Here you have nostril. Air gets into the body. Here we have lungs, then the skin. So the exchange of gases takes place by both the means in frog. Now breathing under the water. Now there are many organisms which live in water. They do also breathe underwater, and some of them will be discussing in the next video. So here we have seen the organisms which breathe with different means other than the lungs. The first is insects. They have all the insects will have the tracheal system. Earthworm, skin. Then frog, combination of skin and lungs both. Now let's see how does the breathing takes place under the water in the next video.